Welcome in, everybody. Today's topic is something that is very near and dear to my heart, something that I would give a lot of importance and thought and consideration to being at the end of the year. Today's topic is about your circle. But before I get into that, I have to say that we're in the end of the year. Everybody knows this. And in the end of the year, I think this is a time where you have to do a lot of thought and reflection on what just happened the prior 11 months and what you want the next 12 months to look like. Because planning is something that people take advantage of, they take it for granted. People don't have plans in place when the year is starting, and therefore their January may be great, but the rest of their year often isn't because they only planned for a very short amount of time. So we have to be planning for the entire year, not just a couple of weeks. And with that being said, you have to start evaluating what you did right and what you did wrong this year. And one of the biggest lessons that I learned in 2022 is your circle and how they have an impact on your life. So your circle, the people that you have around you, I believe is the biggest determinant of where you're going to end up in your life. Because if you hang out with three drug dealers and these are the people that you classify as your homeboys, you can't be surprised one day when you get robbed or somebody breaks into your house because the company that you kept, they're involved with those type of activities, and now you bear the result of that unfortunate circumstance because your circle. But I can paint it like this also. If you have a homie and let's say they're training for the Olympics, they want to be an Olympic runner and they invite you to work out with them. They say, "Hey Bob, hey Aaron, come to the track with me. You should get a run in." And you say, "Nah, not today. I'm tired. Maybe another day." He says, "All right, I'll hit the track by myself." Then another day he comes and asks you, "Hey, Bob, hey, Aaron, do you want to run with me? I'm about to hit the track." And you're like, "No, I have some homework that I need to get done today. Maybe another time." And then he asks you a third time, "Hey, Bob, hey, Aaron, let's hit the track. I'm about to get a run in." And you say, "Well, I have some free time on my schedule, so I'll do that." So you hit the track with him, and of course, your first time doing something new, you're not going to be good at it. But over the course of time, you start to like running. You start to like the sweat and the chemicals that your body is releasing. And you like after working out, knowing that you pushed yourself out of your comfort zone. And it's impossible to leave a workout discouraged. So you start saying to yourself, running's not that bad. And not only am I running, but I'm running with my friend. And it gets to the point where you guys start to consistently go to the track. And over some years, you start to fall in love with track just like your friend. And we're at the year 2028 and some country and the Olympics is going on. And your friend is now an Olympian, but he looks to his left and there you are in the lane right beside him, an Olympian yourself, all because of the company that you kept, because the people that you are around will elevate you or they will help you fall. And you are the one that gets to choose whether you want to hang out with winners or losers. We're at the end of the year, and you have to be the GM of your life. Being the GM of your life means, is this person right here making it to 2023 or are they getting cut from the team? And making cuts is something that you're going to have to do. It's unfortunate, but it's fortunate for you because this helps you get closer to your goals and what you want out of life. Everybody can't make it to the finish line with you. Everybody's not going to be able to stand on that podium with you. We think about an elevator of success. The elevator at the top floor, if you want to go to the top floor, it has a weight capacity. So you can't have 16 people on the elevator. You're going to have to condense that list, condense your circle. So think about those 5 people that you're spending the most time with and ask yourself, are they going to have a number and name saved in my phone in 10 years? Because if not, you might as well cut them off right now. Because why would you invest in somebody knowing that it's eventually going to come to an end? If time is limited, why would I waste my time with somebody that's going to or not going to help me reach my fullest potential? These are the questions that you truly have to ask yourself going into the new year. Because you cannot let yourself have another subpar year because you're hanging with the wrong people. If you're hanging with the wrong people, you have to eliminate them. And you can do it in a very strategic way. I'm not saying go ghost, but you may have to tell certain friends that I'm working on some things right now. I'm not going to be there in the foreseeable future. I have some things that I really want to do, and the actions that you're taking really aren't aligned with that. And if they ask you, well, what do you mean? You have to tell them what you mean. And if there's somebody that is willing to improve, that's somebody to hang on to. But if they're like, ah, man, you're a sellout, or you're fake, or why would you do that? And they're questioning you, then that's reassurance that that's not the person that you should be hanging around with. Because if they are okay with you staying at the same spot that you are right now, that is not a friend. Your friends should be pushing you to get to that next level. If your friends aren't telling you the stuff that you really need to hear, then they aren't your friends. The people around me, they know that I will tell them things that make them uncomfortable. I will challenge them. I'm not going to cuss at them and tell them they ain't shit, but no, I'm going to say, hey, you're not doing this right. Or hey, maybe you should do this. Well, have you ever thought about things this way? Okay, I see that you said that you wanted to do A, B, and C in 2022, but you haven't done it. Why is that? Those are the type of conversation that you have to have with your friends because that's truly love. Because somebody that loves you is not going to allow you to be content with where you are in life, and especially being content with nothing because we're young. So we haven't made it just yet. So how can you be content? That doesn't make any sense. Why would you be content with nothing on your resume, with nothing that you've achieved just yet? You know, there's no reason for young people to be content. So if you have friends that are okay with you being content and they're content themselves, that's truly not your friend because they don't want to see you at the pinnacle. They don't want to see you at the top. And you have to identify which one of these people that I'm hanging around could potentially be my Judas. Where's my backstabber at? Be so aware of who's in your circle and who you're giving your energy to going into 2023. This is the perfect time to assess who is influencing you. This person that I hang with on a routine basis, are they good for my life? Are they bad for my life? Even in their life, what do their days look like? What are their habits? Because if you're hanging around somebody for a long enough time, some of their habits will eventually start to become your habits. And I hope you're not hanging around people to where their habits of dealing with vices and falling to certain lust and doing things of that nature start to trickle down to you because that's how deep your circle really is. Everything that they do, one day it's going to come to light. And if you're okay with where you are right now, don't do any of the things that I just said. Keep living and keep hanging around with people who may not be good for you. But when we're all said and done, when we're about to give up the ghost and about to be buried, I don't want anybody to live with regret. And oftentimes, we can regret being in certain relationships longer than they should have. So, truly, today, this message I really wanted to get out because somebody needed to hear this. Maybe they might not have wanted to hear this, but they needed to hear this. And this is a journey. This is something that I'm working on actively myself. This channel is not me saying that I've done all the things that I say and all the advice that I give out. A lot of this stuff I'm saying because I need to hear it for it to become true in my own life. I need to make sure that my circle going into 2023 is right. And I need to make cuts myself. So I'm going to be doing it as well. But I truly appreciate you for staying to the end of the video because it means a lot. And I hope I influenced you today to take action.